Hi guys, how are you? It has been a minute and we have not had a real serious conversation in a minute, and you will see that that's where we're heading today. So guess who we have with us today after all this time?
Yay! Hey!
That is Alberta over there with all this noise.
Oh, good to see you
She's
all.
back.
Yeah, she's back.
Everyone is back.
Okay.
No,
Everyone
only
is
Paula.
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paula, it's just
I just ran out on us,
Yeah.
but I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll see the pictures.
Yeah, we were out tonight
Yeah.
by force. We forced ourselves out tonight. It's a weekend, and sometimes it's really important to go, just to make it intentional
chill.
and chill. But before we do that, Mariam would like to say something to you. Mariam, what do you want to tell these people?
Okay, it's been a while since we've been away, but we're back, and trust us, we're gonna give you content going forward. But before we do that, can I ask you to just like, share, comment, and subscribe, yeah? And turn on your post notifications so you will be alerted whenever we post. So let's dive in, guys.
All right. Last time when we were with Jocelyn, we couldn't remember exactly what to say.
Because
But we had
Marma wasn't here.
Yeah.
Marma always says that.
Good to
Exactly.
have them back.
So
Yeah.
welcome back, Mariam, and thank you for reminding our subscribers and or to be subscribers that you are to do these things. All right, so today we want to touch a little about stress and how do you manage stress as a single parent or even as a couple. What are your thoughts, ladies? Alberta, you want to start out? Since you have not been with us for the longest while.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Mhm.
Right. Managing stress is a big, big, big topic. You know that. And I must say that it depends on what the stress is, what's causing your stress. But what I always remind myself is I talk myself through things and go like, you can do it, you've got this, keep going, you will be fine, you are amazing. I just edge myself on, and it does help. And I know that when there's always a storm, you will definitely go over it and you will be fine. So I talk myself through it. I speak to my lovely sisters here. I call them. They support me in one way or the other. Just even having a normal chat or even speaking to my family back home. And I tell you, it is amazing. And plus being a woman who loves God, sometimes I just listen to inspirational preaching and messages. I get into my God zone. I just, start praying, start, doing things that excites me. Listen to beautiful gospel songs, and it, peps me back to my normal self. And I tell you, it does work. So anytime you're low, try different strategies depending on what got you there. So knowing what got you there is even a big way. Even as there's a saying in my, back home from Ghana, it says that when you know what causes your problem is halfway solved. So that's what I literally do. So over to you.
What are your thoughts, Victoria?
So for me, I find sometimes if I'm stressed, I just feel like all the energy I have is to deal with that stress. So sometimes I feel like I don't have any extra, like there is nothing extra in me. So I find myself sometimes pulling away, like I'm there, if someone needs to speak to me, I'm there, but like how I'll just call the girls just to chat about rubbish. You see our stupid videos sometimes. That's important. I find that I don't have that time as much, and I save all my energy for when I have to give myself to people. But what I've learned, and I was saying to the girls today, like we all look really tired because we've just come in. You have to intentionally try to do something that will lift your spirits.
Yeah.
Even if you're not down with your stress, but you have to remember that life is a balance. We've spoken about balance before, and you can't just keep going like that. You have to have a break. You have to have a break and do what you want, whether it be massage, whether it be hanging with your girls, whatever it is. Like for me, I like eating out and just being really, really silly. I won't tell you about the conversation we had with Alberta.
You don't want to know. I tell you, maybe next time.
I think that will be too much information.
Yeah, rated R, rated R, rated R.
But yeah, that's how I deal with my
Yeah.
stress. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, so just as everyone else has mentioned, dealing with stress, we really have to be strategic in it, and maybe do an individualized plan, because stress comes in different forms, and it depends actually on the stress or what type of stress you're going through. For me personally, I would say I'm a very personal person. So majority of the time, I can be going through stress without even disclosing it to anybody. And I try to be as happy as I can at that moment. And when things happen, I don't want to talk about it at that moment. I have to really reflect about it, see what I can do myself. And if it doesn't work, then maybe later I can start opening up to other people about it. For example, my trip to the UK wasn't really 100% because something else cropped up that didn't really work as I was expecting. So coming back, I was really, really very, very stressed. So I had to open up to Victoria about it. And from that moment, you know, the advice that I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of things, but really from Victoria's experience, what she told me, although I felt like I could have actually called her when I was in the UK, maybe that would have helped. But the moment she told me, oh, the same thing happened to me and this was what I did, I felt relieved.
Wow.
Really, I really felt relieved, in as much as I didn't call her at that time, but I really felt relieved. It hasn't been resolved at the moment, but then I came back, I had a lot of deadlines to meet at work and interviews to conduct, and I had this wish conference to attend as well. So my whole week has been really, really busy, which has taken away most of what I was really thinking about, what was putting me down and stuff like that. And then having to go out again tonight, chilling with you guys, it just changed the whole thing, you know. So we all deal with stress differently. And for me, I find strength in myself first. So initially, I need to deal with the situation myself first. And if I cannot now, then I can disclose it. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, anyone looking at me, watching us, you might see that we're happy, you know, we are living life and thinking we don't go through stress. No, we are all human beings. We've got our dark days, we've got our happy days and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we trust God, we thank God. You know, for there are so many things we are grateful for. God has done a lot of things for us in this world that we kind of like focus on those positive aspects rather than trying to forget about all the wonderful things God has done for us and then focus on that one thing, you know, thing which God is going to resolve for you at the end of the day anyway. It's just a matter of time. So that is it.
For me, what I do when like I feel stressed, I sleep. No, seriously.
She can sleep like 14 hours a day. I don't know who sleeps that much.
I sleep a lot and hope that when I get up, the stress is gone. But of course, you know, in reality, it's not going anywhere. It's just only in my head. But I've learned that whenever there's an issue that I'm stressed out about, I do not attempt it because like I can get really, really emotional and I wear my emotions on my face. So I try not to say things, especially if I'm stressed out by a person, whether in work or in my personal life. I prefer to deal with it 24 hours later. And I sleep, and if it doesn't work, I get up and I think about what it is that what lesson am I supposed to learn from this? Because I'm really, really big on lessons and lessons. I feel that all experiences are good, not a really good experience, a learning experience. I do believe in connectivity. I feel that everything you go through is for a reason. So I try to get back myself into a centered place, and then I decide, what am I to learn from this? There must be something I'm supposed to take away from this. And if not, I will just call and vent. call and vent. I mean, and I do that a lot. Like my sisters can testify. You guys know that I will, if it's work, I'm gonna say, okay, this is happening, but it's always like I find like when I'm having a conversation with Victoria, she's always looking at another side. Oh, that's an A, there's a B, there's a C. There's always a different side you can look at it. You can always try to say, okay, if you feel this way a week's time, if you feel this way in another month, then we can explore another option. So it's important to have a network of people who are in fact in your space when you're going through this. But again, I find too that sleeping helps. It's a serious conversation. I don't know why I'm laughing, but
it's interesting you're saying that, Debbie. With me, naturally, I have issues with sleep.
Yeah.
I don't really sleep that much, and so when I get to a stage where I am stressed, it just add insults to injury.
Oh, Lord.
So I really admire you having sleep. How I wish I can be you.
16 hours a day. Debbie still sleeps.
How I wish I can
Debbie
be
sleeps
you.
through the telephone.
I can go to bed
alarms.
and
whatever.
lay there for 2, 3, 4
Yep.
hours without
All
sleeping.
All night.
Sometimes whether stress or no stress, and I can go to bed at 8 o'clock and wake up at 12 midnight, and that's it.
oh no, me.
Wow.
That's it for the night.
No, not me,
So
not
you're
me.
really
I've
lucky.
been driving them just now. I was like, you guys need to go home. I need to go to bed.
Listen,
Because if I miss my bedtime, that's it.
That's it.
No.
I don't
I-
sleep till morning.
I think we share
Wow.
similar things
sleeping,
when it comes
yeah.
to sleeping patterns.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a teacher thing.
I
We
said,
sleep well.
I tell myself, Debbie, you're going to sleep now.
Yeah.
Good night, Debbie. Gone.
Oh
And
my
if I get up in
God.
the night and I want to use the bathroom,
You go right back again and sleep.
it's okay with me. As a matter of fact, I can't sleep without that face mask.
Debbie is so Debbie.
Seriously, I can't. And I mean, because I don't want to see any light, and I put my mask on.
I saw you one morning. I was like, and with your bonnet, eh? Your hat. I saw her one morning. I went,
Debbie
you wore all this
is
to
so...
sleep?
but it helps, and I feel so as a part of stress relief. I look pretty to go to my bed, and it helps me. I put myself.
That's a good thing.
No, I do. Because at the end of it, like again, I'm concerned about dying in my sleep and not and looking ugly when the undertaker comes. But besides that,
No.
I do feel that it helps me. It really, really helps. And like I'm not a dweller. I don't dwell on a particular thing unless it really, really hurts me. I would dwell on it, but I'm not like I deal with something, and I can be very. I've learned through age though that I need not to be so confrontational, because I can just go and you know what happened. You upset me, and this is it. Blah 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 blah. But I've learned that I need to control the things that come out of my mouth.
I don't think that can ever happen, but okay.
But I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. I'm not quite working the way I would hope, and the public will hope. But I do try to just. But the 24-hour thing is working. As long as I sleep, I go to sleep and then I check myself tomorrow morning. And okay, this is luckily I don't say that.
I just want to say one thing though. I think for us to say if someone is stressed, don't feel it or don't think it. No, I think you need to feel it, work through it, but don't stay there. I think if you find it, because I think in the past, if I stayed there, I start actually feeling low.
Right. Yeah.
So I've learned as I've grown older. I think it, I feel it, and I think, okay, how am I going to make this better? But I don't dwell there. I don't stay there. And then I find you have to be intentional in bringing yourself up or trying to not to dwell on the stress, because sometimes the stress is going to be there, whatever
it is,
you do.
because it's reality.
It's reality.
Yeah, it's the reality.
But you have to have your network of people. Even if you don't find what relieves your stress, maybe go sit on the beach and go for a massage, go play tennis, go to the gym, go swimming. You know, you don't have to do something that you spend money on. Like today we just hung out, just had a simple meal, but it was nice to get out.
And
Especially after a long
time.
And you sometimes self-talk. Because I will tell myself certain things like, like Christian, I'm a Christian, and I'm not just a Christian. I think I really try to live a life that's reflective of Christ. So I would tell myself, you will not use this breath to complain, you will not be ungrateful, and I tell myself these things. I taught myself out of that, and then sometimes you're driving, coming, and something in your head going that I'm like, no, not today, devil, not today.
Yeah.
And you tell yourself that I'm not gonna have this, I'm gonna harbor this negative thought, and then you talk yourself out of that, and again you go sleep.
And for me, I talk myself in the way that
Yeah.
God has brought me so far
Yeah.
from where I used to be.
Yeah.
Why do I need to doubt now
No, right.
what He can do for me?
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't.
And like,
The things that God has
Yeah.
done for me,
And
I shouldn't doubt Him.
that's true.
I can worry as a human.
Yeah.
But then why take up the worry on myself when I know He's got me?
And I'm sure I've said this before on the video that I have my own personal list that things I can do, and some things are godly, ungodly, and I will not take up God's work. How dare me to take up some things are just bigger than me, and I'm like, God, this is for you. I didn't do this. That I can manage this. Oh, this come on my list. Oh God, your list, this one. And you have to, you have to just know your limitations, work within the confines of your reality, and just, know how to get yourself from point A to point B. And if you can't do that, find your support system to lift you up from where you are.
Yeah. But no drugs, no alcohol.
No.
And I always say that.
No alcohol to get drunk and forget about your problems.
Yeah.
Alcohol to dance.
No.
I don't choose to dance. But nothing else.
No.
And I always say that.
Nothing that is, because what is it now? It's an overdose of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything too much is like an overdose of it.
Yeah.
Even if, no matter what it is, really. Like for me, my sleep, I need to work on that because probably sometimes it's an overdose. But like, but you don't drink yourself to sleep. You don't do other things that are not, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
You know all these illicit things that we're talking about that you ought not to do.
Yeah.
So we don't even spell them out. You know, don't you know? Yes, you do.
They
Yes.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, and I always say that you are the person who can support your own self.
Yeah.
The biggest
You need
cheerleader.
to-
Yeah.
You are the biggest
Cheerleader,
cheerleader.
yeah.
You need to take control
Yeah.
over your life.
Yeah.
Don't just leave it
Nope.
thinking that
Nobody is
there will
come
be,
to
there
rescue
will be
you,
a
love.
magic wand
Nope.
to take away the problems away just overnight. No, you need to start with yourself.
Yeah.
And once you do that, trust me, it will get sorted.
And like we're all living testimony of different stresses.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
all living testimonies.
Absolutely.
But when you see us, we're laughing, we're enjoying life. Life is a balance. It has to be lived.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I was having a conversation with somebody at work the other day, and I'm like, my life is divided into equal parts,
Yeah.
4 equal parts. There's a part that, and I mean, of course, God is always going to be the most important of it. And then, you're your own person. Because you have to be good for you,
Yes.
so you can be good for other people.
Yeah.
And I'm a parent, and that is a job I take most seriously. It's my most serious job that I ever get an opportunity to do. And of course, I have my job that I'm paid for to pay the bills. But at the end of the day, I feel that I am not going to overdo one at the cost of another. And I feel that, again, God is at the helm, but I do feel that right under that comes me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I'm not right, nothing gets
Nothing
right.
is. Because you can't even look after your children.
No, you
right?
can't.
Yeah.
So you just have to know where the balance is.
Yeah.
And again, understand what our constants and variables, and just know that some things are just, they're gonna go. This too shall pass. You
Yeah.
say it all the time.
Yeah.
It
This too
always
shall
does.
pass. And sometimes you understand that the darkest hour is just before dawn.
But my
Yes.
mom always used to say something to me, which I've always taken with me. She always used to say, no matter how you feel, you get out of bed, you have a shower. She used to love makeup. You put on your makeup,
Wow.
you put on your clothes, and you sit at home. And I tell you, it
helps.
helps
Yeah.
because it gets you out of
Yeah.
that bed. Like I've been in a place in my life when my husband passed where I used to just want to be in bed. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to do anything. But I just found that it's one step at a time. And I get out of bed. I had a
True.
shower.
Yeah.
I got out of bed, and like now I'm happy.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
I've met a nice,
Man. Okay.
But that's
Anyway,
a
what I
topic for
was
another
gonna
conversation.
say is, as I usually say, no one size fits all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you are undergoing a stress, no matter the severity of the stress, whether it's low, medium, or high, see if that is something you can handle yourself
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can handle it, it's well and good.
Mm.
But if you think you cannot handle it and you
You start
have
feeling
somebody,
low.
you start feeling low, and you have somebody that you can discuss with,
Mhm.
feel free to do that. So
Mhm.
always examine the level of stress
Yeah.
you are undergoing and see how far you can handle it.
Yeah.
And if you cannot, see who you can discuss it with.
Yeah.
Seek help.
Seek
Thank
help.
you very much.
Seek
Yeah.
help. That's the most
And don't
important thing.
confuse, we said it's already biblical help with clinical help.
Help.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
You need to understand that because sometimes it's like God put these people in your space to help you, but then stress is real
Mm.
Yeah.
and there's no point in going around. There's no way to go around it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in your house, and even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're washing, you're cooking, you're cleaning,
Yes,
you're
it's still
making beds, you're
stressful.
packing
Yeah.
lunches, you it's a lot, and I think that's one.
Homework, everything.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of work to do, and you have to find a way to at the end of the day, do you, boo,
Yes.
so that at the end of the day, you're good. You're good
Yeah.
to. If you're not good to you, how could you be good to somebody else?
Mm.
But manage your stress, as Mariam says. Find a way to manage it.
Okay.
All right, people.
So next time you will have another content. I'm sure Mariam will tell you how far she's got with her FIFA ticket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Yes.
She's
Yes.
gonna get. She's
So
gonna
that-
get her ticket.
yes,
I'm sure she's
Are
gonna
you
get her.
I'm
anywhere
working
near
on
getting
it.
it?
I'm working on it. Don't
Right.
worry, I'm working on it.
And whether Mariam gets a FIFA ticket or not, we are gonna have fun over
Fun.
here
Yep.
for
Watch
FIFA.
out.
Because I mean, there's fan zone. There are a lot of things happening in Qatar during
Yeah.
that time, and we are going to be out and about. We're not going to be sitting at our house.
No,
Well,
we're
you know,
going to intentionally.
Exactly. And as a matter of fact, I mean, this is the first time the World Cup is going to be held in this kind of in the region,
Yep.
and so that's historical. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't we want to be a part of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, I said whether Mariam get ticket or Mariam will get tickets.
Of
Of
course.
Let's not say that. Mariam will get ticket to experience it. No, what was I saying? I caught myself. No. Mariam will get ticket.
And we will all
I
join in too.
Yeah, Mariam will get tickets, and we will go in to watch. As a matter of fact, we don't want to go.
Do we actually really like football?
No, we don't.
We don't even like
I'm
football.
gonna-
I don't even
I don't.
understand
That's the
football
game.
in the
Yeah.
first place.
No,
you know,
yeah.
I don't
But I think it's for the
But
experience.
it's for the hype. The hype
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the,
yeah.
Experience,
Yeah.
you know, it's just the experience. I don't like
And just
football. I don't
screaming
like
We don't even know-
and
we don't even
applauding.
understand.
And-
Yeah.
and-
Yay,
and-
it's a
and-
goal!
Exactly.
Goal!
And I was saying to somebody that I want to actually go, and I'm rethinking that thought, because I was saying that I don't want to go and see, sometimes you buy a ticket, and it's the cheapest ticket, so you're all the way in the back, and you can't see, you only see ants, the human beings look like ants to you. They look like ants to you on the field. And I'm saying that
the atmosphere will be
And
electric.
so I never,
Experience.
I went and I actually got tickets close enough to I can see real people. But in retrospect, I'm saying that why would I even need to do that?
let me
Because
just
it's all
make
about the
something
ex-
clear. It's
Mhm.
not just having the ticket, but it's the match that you want to watch.
And she
That's
wants
right.
to watch
Yeah.
that Ghana match.
Yeah,
I'm not
That's
just
right.
the only match I want to watch. Yeah, it's the match that you want to watch.
Yeah.
You might not find the ticket for that
Yeah.
Especially
particular
the Ghana
match.
one,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Ghana
and that's
one.
specific to
That's
Mariam.
That's
because-
very specific to my
Or the UK one.
But
No,
for-
it's the
We've
Ghana one.
adopted Mariam.
For me personally,
Ghana.
because I'm not, Jamaica is not coming to the World Cup.
I'm
So-
not going to say any
What a
happy
shame.
words.
So,
I won't say anything about Jamaican football.
you better not. Okay?
Maybe we need to bring the runners
So,
down to
I'm
the
not
field.
saying anything Jamaican.
you should know how I feel about my Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I've been eating people head off with them out and
Oh
saying
my
things.
gosh.
Yeah, I've been getting a few people bitten off. Shaming.
One poor fellow that said something about Jamaica. I felt sorry for him. When he said it, I thought, no, you did not
You
just
know,
say that.
okay, guys, guess what the man said to me? Is Jamaica a country worth going to?
And I thought, oh my God, you didn't say that.
And I'm like,
And then I slowly just turned and looked at Mariam. I thought, okay, here it comes.
and I'm like, what did you just say? No, seriously, I was going for the kill. And I was like,
Oh
what did you just say to me?
my
What did you just say to me?
Right.
And I mean, I don't have to tell the rest.
And I
of it.
was thinking, Debbie, no.
She had to save the man because I was like, who does he think he's talking
And
to?
then I just kind of cut in and just, oh yeah, you know. And
I'm like, who does he think he's talking to? Did he say Jamaica in his mouth? Did he just say Jamaica? I'm not even not hearing well.
I felt sorry
Yeah.
for the poor man.
No, I went for the kill. How
Oh
dare you
my.
speak of my country?
Mm.
No, you don't get to speak of my country. Nobody
That's a
does.
patriotic Jamaican.
I am. No, we all are, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Anywho,
just admire you guys for that.
yeah.
Amazing.
Mariama, yes, sure, we're patriotic, we love down there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Mariama, you want to say something to the
till
people?
then, we'll leave you. Definitely expect contents because the next couple of months in Qatar
It's gonna be big.
is something worth living.
And it's my
Explosive.
birthday next month.
Yeah.
Yes, it's your birthday.
Yeah, I
Leading
know.
to the FIFA World
No, it's a
Cup.
big deal, you know, seriously.
It
Because
is.
it's your birthday, then international service,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
go straight into World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God. It's gonna
Guys,
so
we're
stay
going to
tuned,
take you for
okay?
a ride.
Stay tuned.
It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
So, Mariama, like, subscribe,
Comment,
Mm-mm.
share,
and turn on your post
notification
notification
bell.
Okay?
That's right.
Till then, we'll see you.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace out. Bye bye.